Hey everyone, it is October 27th, and this is the Koji update video for the past 2 weeks. There wasn't one last week because the week before that we were up in LA all week presenting at a conference called Vid Summit for a bunch of YouTube influencers. We're also in San Francisco Thursday and Friday, so still another short week, but basically two half weeks now make kind of one full week. So we have a full week's worth of cool new features, and I am excited to tell you all about them. Starting with kind of smaller ones, the Sound VCC type now lets you record from directly inside the browser. So if I go here and change sound, I can go to record and I can start recording and allow microphone. And now it's recording inside of this thing. It's actually not because the screen recording software is capturing my audio, but you get the point. The browse interface, you'll probably notice that it got condensed down into just one section over here instead of having like new and trending and whatever. Now it's just one with sort options. You can sort by new, sort by most views, most remixed. These sort options also work when you are searching. So if I search, I can sort these things, which I know a lot of people have been asking for. We spent a little time on how the editor images are cached on the remote development servers. So for some of these games that have been remixed a ton of times, we're identifying them and caching their images. And a lot of games, especially because these are all kind of JavaScript and tend to use some of the same frameworks, do tend to share a lot of Docker layers. So in general, remixing and starting editors should be significantly faster. If you are remixing one of like the 20 most remixed games in the system, it is very fast, so that is cool, continuing to make improvements there. Specifically because I'd like to spend a little time optimizing the mobile responsive version of the editor to make it feel a little bit more fun and consumery and kind of not this big giant scary interface, just more something like when you're doing it on the phone, you can just kind of tap through and make something fun and then here's your game. So the first step toward that is shrinking loading time as much as possible, and probably expect to see a little more work on that. The big thing is you'll see up here in the top right that I now have a wallet. And what this is not a currency. This is not some kind of crypto thing. This is just US dollars in my Koji wallet that I can then pay out to creators via tipping right now in increments of as small as 1 penny. And the reason we do it like this is because payment processors charge a fee when you charge a credit card, so microtransactions end up, not really working because the fee is sometimes higher than the actual transaction. So the idea behind this Koji wallet is that I top up my account and I can just put money into it in increments like $5, $10, whatever, from a credit card. And if I do that, it charges my credit card that amount, and then I have, in this case, 500 more pennies that I can spend on the Koji platform. Right now, the first thing with this is tipping. So you'll notice this little tip button to the left of the game name. So if I tap this, I can keep tapping it to keep tipping. And then once this little bar cools down all the way, it'll ask me, do I want to send 23 cents? And I'll say yes. And then this will tip, in this case, Luis. It'll send him 23 cents out of my wallet. And you can see here the transaction record. And then Luis can either spend that 23 cents tipping other creators on the platform, or if you click See All and get into the payment settings screen, you can see your transaction history, and you can see some amount of your balance that's available for withdrawal. So money that you put into your wallet to top up, you can't withdraw, but money that you've received via tips from other users, you can withdraw that by going over here to Koji Partner Program. And the first time you see this, you'll have to click the button over here in the top right to connect using Stripe as a partner. And once you've filled out that form, you'll be able to withdraw funds from your Koji wallet, either directly to your debit card or into your bank account. Expect this to continue to be tuned over the next few weeks. Some of these words might change, some of these fees and things might change. But in general, this is kind of taking the first steps toward letting developers and makers make money on the platform. So right now it's just tipping, which is really cool when it's in these increments of pennies, because it kind of just feels like a little penny arcade. This isn't like I have to like go through some, get over some mental hurdle to try and tip someone $5 or something like that. This is just like, oh, this is a cool game, I can give it a penny. And it's really fun to do. This will, I think, in short order expand to more things. So like the template developer program, the bounties we're paying out will probably be paid out through here. So you're going to get things that are getting tipped, like 50,000 pennies, which is going to be pretty cool. And then kind of more full-featured structures for in-app purchases, especially for some of these games where makers might want to add some kind of revenue inside of the game itself, either for in-game items or to, facilitate other types of transactions. That's going to be crazy powerful. Expect that sometime in the next couple weeks. Probably tipping is where this is going to stay, at least for a little bit, until we kind of figure out and polish off some of the rough edges here before going any deeper. I'm also going to add in probably this week like gift codes, so we can get this thing rolling a bit and start filling up people's accounts without them needing to put in their credit cards, so we can all start to play around with it. Some things that you'll probably see toward the beginning of next week: a better framework for handling notifications inside of Koji. So like being notified if someone sends you money is an important thing. And then also kind of notifications for, someone liked your game or someone remixed one of your apps or games and then published that remix. You can kind of get notified by that and check it out and encourage people and have some fun there. Expect that to come soon. And then also some of this mobile remixing stuff to make it feel a little bit more fun and playful when you're remixing things on mobile, and then still have all of the power of the Koji editor backing the large form factor remix. Yeah, I think that's about it for this one. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.